In this video, we embark on a journey to uncover the top 10 natural wonders of South Africa, from the iconic flat-topped peaks of Table Mountain to the untamed wilderness of Kruger National Park. Marvel at the dramatic cliffs and panoramic vistas of the Blyde River Canyon, soak in the serene beauty of Tsitsikamma National Park, and witness the raw power of Augrabies Falls. Along the way, we'll also explore the rugged, otherworldly landscapes of the Richtersveld Transfrontier Park, a desert wonderland steeped in cultural heritage. Whether you're an adventure seeker, wildlife enthusiast, or simply a lover of nature's beauty, these South African treasures promise to leave you in awe. Join us as we take you on an unforgettable tour of the country's most breathtaking natural landmarks. South Africa's breathtaking natural wonders are not only places of beauty, but also sites of profound historical pain that cuts deep for some communities even today. During apartheid, indigenous and non-white communities were forcibly removed from these lands, stripped of their livestock, a vital source of livelihood, and relocated to barren, overcrowded areas where farming and grazing were impossible. This deliberate dispossession created a cycle of poverty, forcing dependence on low-paying jobs controlled by white employers. Compounding this injustice, access to education was severely limited, ensuring generations remained oppressed and disempowered. These communities were also severed from their ancestral burial grounds and cultural sites, depriving them of the ability to perform rituals and traditions central to their identity and heritage. For African communities whose connection to land is deeply tied to spirituality and cultural practices, this was not just a physical displacement, but a theft of their identity. Yes. Today, the descendants of those displaced continue to struggle with the lasting effects of these policies, living in poverty and fighting for land restitution. As we celebrate these stunning landscapes, we must also acknowledge their painful history and work toward a future where the beauty of South Africa's natural wonders is matched by justice, dignity, and prosperity for all its people. First, iSimangaliso Wetland Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site teeming with hippos, crocodiles, and flamingos. This diverse ecosystem is a true miracle of nature. The park's name means miracle or wonder in Zulu, a fitting tribute to its stunning landscapes, which include lakes, wetlands, coral reefs, and coastal dunes. The iSimangaliso Wetland Park, formerly known as the St. Lucia Wetland Park, saw the displacement of Zulu communities during apartheid. Many were forced to relocate to the nearby Ubombo Mountains or other parts of the KwaZulu homeland. The government justified these removals under the guise of conservation, despite the long-standing relationship between the Zulu people and the land. The park was established in 1999 to protect this unique ecosystem, which is home to hippos, crocodiles, leatherback turtles, and over 500 species of birds, including flamingos and fish eagles. Adventurous visitors can enjoy a wide range of activities such as boat safaris on Lake St. Lucia to spot hippos and Nile crocodiles. There are guided walking safaris, whale watching from June to November, snorkeling and diving at Sodwana Bay. The park also offers one of the world's top dive sites. There is also kayaking and even turtle tours at night during nesting season. For relaxation, the park's unspoiled beaches offer a peaceful retreat. Additionally, the park is a stone's throw from Umfolozi Park, only 50 kilometers away, which is famed for its Big Five safaris and conservation efforts, including being the oldest proclaimed nature reserve in Africa and a pioneer in rhino conservation. The region also provides cultural experiences, such as visiting nearby Zulu villages where tourists can learn about local traditions, crafts, and cuisine, making iSimangaliso Wetland Park a destination that blends nature, adventure, and heritage. There's a variety of accommodation to suit different budgets, from campsites to upscale lodges. Some lodges also offer spa services and private game drives. The best time to visit iSimangaliso Wetland Park is during the dry season, from May to September, when wildlife viewing is at its peak. This period offers cooler, more comfortable temperatures and excellent conditions for game drives and boat safaris. For beachgoers and divers, the summer months from October to April bring warmer waters and the chance to witness turtle nesting that is from November to February, plus whale watching in June to November. On the garden route is the Tsitsikamma National Park in Chance, with coastal forests and the famous Storms River suspension bridge, where you can kayak, hike, or simply breathe in the fresh ocean air. The name Tsitsikamma comes from the Khoikhoi language and is commonly believed to mean place of much waters, or where waters begin, referring to the area's abundance of rivers, streams, and the dramatic coastline where the Indian Ocean meets lush forests. The Tsitsikamma National Park is located in a coastal haven where ancient forests meet rugged cliffs and the wild Indian Ocean. The creation of Tsitsikamma National Park involved the displacement of Khoikhoi people and other indigenous communities who had lived in the region for generations. Under apartheid, these removals were formalized, with communities forced to relocate to homelands or townships. The park was designated as a conservation area, further restricting access to traditional fishing and gathering grounds. Established in the 1964, Tsitsikamma forms part of the Garden Route National Park and is celebrated for protecting a rich convergence of land and marine biodiversity. The park is a paradise for nature lovers, with towering yellowwood trees, deep gorges, and a dramatic stretch of coastline. One of the most iconic attractions is the Storms River Mouth Suspension Bridge, which spans 77 meters across the river's mouth and provides panoramic views of the gorge and crashing waves below. Visitors can also take boat trips up the Storms River Gorge or try kayaking and Lilo adventures for a unique perspective inside the narrow canyon. Outdoor enthusiasts can enjoy the park's network of hiking trails, ranging from short walks like the Mouth Trail to the multi-day Otter Trail, considered one of the top hiking routes in South Africa. The Otter Trail stretches over 42 kilometers along the coastline, offering remote beaches, tidal pools, and overnight huts. For marine lovers, the park is part of a marine protected area, making it ideal for snorkeling, scuba diving, and whale watching during migration season from June to November. Thrill seekers can experience one of South Africa's original treetop canopy tours, zip-lining through the indigenous forest. Birdwatchers will appreciate sightings of species like the Nisna turako and the African black oystercatcher. Between June and November, southern right whales and humpback whales are commonly spotted along the coastline. Just a short drive from the park, the Bluekrans Bridge is home to the world's highest commercial bungee jump at 216 meters, making it perfect for adrenaline junkies. Although the park is not a traditional safari destination, Plettenberg Bay Game Reserve, just 50 kilometers away, offers guided game drives with the chance to see lions, elephants, rhinos, and more. This makes it easy to combine marine and terrestrial wildlife experiences in one trip. The park offers various lodging options, from cozy forest cabins and chalets to high-end lodges. Campsites are also available for budget travelers, often with excellent facilities and natural surroundings. The park can be visited year-round, but the best weather for outdoor activities is during the dry season from November to April, when temperatures are warmer and sea conditions are calmer. Delve into the depths of the Cango Caves, a labyrinth of limestone chambers beneath the mountains. Behold ancient formations like Cleopatra's Needle and the Organ Pipes. Cango Caves, located in Precambrian limestones tucked beneath the Swartberg Mountains near the town of Oudtshoorn in the Western Cape Province. The Cango Caves are one of South Africa's oldest and most impressive natural wonders. This vast underground network of limestone chambers, passageways and caverns features dramatic stalactite and stalagmite formations that have captivated explorers, scientists and travelers since their discovery by European settlers in the late 1700s. However, the caves' history extends much further back, as they were used by the indigenous Khoisan people for shelter and spiritual rituals, making them not only a geological marvel but also a site of cultural significance. The Oudtshoorn area, including the Cango Caves, was declared a white area under apartheid. Coloured and black communities living in the region were forcibly removed to townships like Bridgeton and Bongolethu. These removals were part of the broader effort to segregate the Karoo region and consolidate white control over tourism and agriculture. The caves are divided into two main tour options. The first being the Heritage Tour, where there is a guided walk through the main chambers, including highlights like Cleopatra's Needle, a 9-meter-tall stalagmite, and the intricately layered organ pipes. The second is the Adventure Tour for thrill seekers. This option includes narrow tunnels, steep stairways, and crawling through tight spaces such as the well-known Devil's Chimney. The caves maintain a comfortable temperature year-round of around 18 degrees Celsius or 64 degrees Fahrenheit, making them a great adventure regardless of the season. The caves can be visited all year, although the region is especially pleasant during the cooler, drier months from April to September, when temperatures are more moderate. Located just 10 kilometers from the caves is the Buffelsdrift Game Lodge. This lodge offers safari experiences where visitors can spot elephants, giraffes, rhinos, and hippos. Buffelsdrift also hosts elephant feeding encounters and guided bush safaris. Oudtshoorn is known as the ostrich capital of the world. Visitors can tour working ostrich farms, learn about the industry, and even interact with the birds. There is a nearby mountain pass that offers spectacular views and dramatic switchbacks, ideal for a scenic drive or photography enthusiasts. Guided early morning tours are available to see wild meerkats in their natural habitat as they emerge from their burrows to start their day. Oudtshoorn offers a range of places to stay, from charming guest houses to exclusive luxury lodges. Many lodges and guest houses in the region feature unique Karoo-style architecture and often provide scenic views of the surrounding semi-arid landscapes. In the South Africa's arid Northern Cape province, the powerful Augrabies Falls plunge into the Orange River Gorge, creating a dramatic display of natural force amid rugged granite outcrops and desert-adapted wildlife. Located about 120 kilometers west of Upington, the surrounding Augrabies Falls National Park preserves this striking semi-desert landscape and its rich biodiversity. Known for its remote beauty and one of South Africa's most impressive waterfalls, the park offers visitors a unique opportunity to experience both the raw power of nature and the serene isolation of the region's wilderness. The Augrabies Falls, known to the indigenous Khoi people as the place of great noise, sends the Orange River plunging 56 meters into a steep, granite-walled gorge, creating a thundering spectacle, especially during the rainy season when the river is in full flood. The establishment of Augrabies Falls National Park in the Northern Cape led to the displacement of Nama and other indigenous communities. Under apartheid, these groups were forced off their ancestral lands and relocated to arid, underdeveloped areas. The park was designated as a conservation area, further restricting access to traditional grazing and water sources. Established in 1966, the park conserves both the falls and the striking arid terrain of the surrounding Nama-Karoo biome. The landscape is dotted with unique quiver trees called Allodichotoma, dramatic rock formations, and wildlife that has adapted to these tough conditions. Things to see and do in this park includes the Moon Rock, which is a massive granite dome that rises above the plains and offers panoramic views after a short and rewarding hike. There is a lookout spot called the Arrow Point, perched on the edge of the Orange River Gorge, providing stunning views of the canyon and river below. Dassie Nature Trail offers a short circular hike ideal for spotting dassies called rock hyraxes and birds while enjoying scenic views. Due to the park's remote location and minimal light pollution, stargazing here is exceptional. While not a Big Five safari destination, the park supports a variety of desert-adapted species such as klipspringers, giraffes, springboks, aardvarks, and elusive leopards. Birdlife is also abundant, with sightings of verrows, eagles, and various raptors common near the gorge. The park is popular for mountain biking, hiking, and trail running, with marked routes of varying difficulty. Lodging options include basic rest camps and more comfortable, self-catering chalets. Campsites with shared facilities are also available for budget-conscious travelers. Some accommodation units offer views overlooking the Orange River or the surrounding rocky landscape. While the park can be visited year-round, the cooler months from April to September are more comfortable for outdoor activities, though the falls are fullest in late summer. Nestled in the stark, otherworldly landscapes where South Africa meets Namibia, the Richtersveld Transfrontier Park is a testament to the raw beauty and resilience of nature. Established in 2003, this peace park unites the Namibian Hot Springs Game Park and the South African Richtersveld National Park, creating a cross-border sanctuary of breathtaking desert scenery. The park is a land of extremes where the rugged Richtersveld Mountains meet the winding Fish River Canyon, the largest canyon in Africa, stretching over 160 kilometers long and plunging up to 550 meters deep. This canyon, carved over millennia by the Fish River, is a geological marvel and a hiker's dream, offering trails that reveal the ancient heart of the earth. At the heart of the South African portion of the park lies the Richtersveld Cultural and Botanical Landscape, a 162,000-hectare expanse of dramatic mountainous desert that has been communally owned and managed by the Nama people for generations. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is not just a place of stunning natural beauty, but also a living cultural landscape that sustains the semi-nomadic pastoral livelihood of the Nama, a way of life that may have persisted for as much as 2 millennia in southern Africa. The Richtersveld, home to the Nama people, was less affected by forced removals during apartheid due to its remote location. However, the Nama faced significant restrictions on their traditional semi-nomadic lifestyle as the government sought to control movement and land use. The establishment of the Richtersveld National Park further limited access to grazing lands and sacred sites. The Nama people, descendants of the Khoikhoi, have adapted to this harsh environment, moving with the seasons to find grazing for their livestock and collecting medicinal and other plants that thrive in this arid land. Their deep connection to the landscape is reflected in their traditions, including the construction of portable rush mat houses known as haru oms, which are unique to this region. These dwellings, lightweight and perfectly suited to the nomadic lifestyle, are a symbol of the Nama's ingenuity and resilience. Centuries. The landscape is dotted with sacred sites and places of cultural significance, each with its own story passed down through generations in the Nama's rich oral tradition. The Richtersveld itself, often described as a moonscape, is a place of surreal beauty, with its jagged peaks, vast plains and unique flora, including the iconic quiver tree and the hardy half-men's, half-human plants. The park is also a stargazer's paradise, with some of the clearest night skies in the world. Accommodation options range from rustic campsites to comfortable chalets. For a truly immersive experience, visitors can stay in traditional Nama-style huts, blending modern comfort with cultural authenticity. While the park is not a traditional safari destination, it is home to desert-adapted wildlife such as klipspringers, mountain zebras, and the elusive Hartmann's mountain zebra. Birdwatchers can spot species like the Verreaux's eagle and the Ludwig's bustard, while the Fish River itself supports a variety of aquatic life. Venture to the Cape Winelands, where vineyards stretch across rolling hills. Savour world-class wines and soak in the charm of Stellenbosch, Franschhoek and Paarl. Nestled beneath the majestic Cape Fold Mountains, the Cape Winelands are a tapestry of vineyards, rolling hills and charming Cape Dutch estates. Dating back to the late 17th century, the region's wine story began with Dutch settlers who planted the first vines, later enriched by the arrival of the French Huguenots, whose winemaking knowledge helped shape this area into one of the world's top wine-producing destinations. The Cape Winelands, historically home to coloured and black farm workers, saw widespread displacement under apartheid. Many workers were evicted from farms and forced into townships like Kayamandi, near Stellenbosch, and Mbekweni, near Paarl. These removals were often justified under the Group Areas Act, which designated the winelands as a white-only area. Today, Stellenbosch, Franschhoek and Paarl are at the heart of this scenic region, where award-winning wineries sit alongside quaint villages, art galleries and historic landmarks like the Huguenot Monument in Franschhoek. The region boasts hundreds of wine estates offering wine tasting and cellar tours from big names like Speer and Tocara to boutique family-run farms. Enjoy tastings of signature varietals such as Chenin Blanc, Pinotage and Shiraz. The winelands are also a culinary hotspot, with several estates hosting world-class restaurants, including establishments featured on lists of the world's best like La Colombe or Foliage. The Franschhoek wine tram offers a hop-on, hop-off tram experience through rolling vineyards making it easy to sample wine at multiple estates without worrying about driving. Explore the charming streets of Stellenbosch, with its oak-lined avenues, Cape Dutch buildings and vibrant university town energy. Many estates and towns feature art galleries, sculpture gardens and festivals such as the Franschhoek Literary Festival or Stellenbosch Wine Festival. Things to do includes soaring above the winelands at sunrise for panoramic views of the vineyards and mountains on a hot air balloon. Many estates and villages are connected by scenic cycling routes that are ideal for wine enthusiasts seeking an active day out. In addition to wine, the region offers tastings of locally produced cheeses, olive oils and artisanal goods. Many estates offer luxury spa treatments, making it a great destination for relaxation and indulgence. While the Cape Winelands themselves don't offer safari experiences, Inverdoorn Game Reserve, located about 150 kilometers or away in the Karoo, offers Big Five game drives in a semi-arid landscape. This makes it a great option for travelers looking to pair fine wine with wildlife. Accommodation range from cozy guest houses and boutique hotels to ultra-luxurious wine estates offering spa facilities, private tastings and gourmet dining. Many accommodations boast views over vineyards and mountains. The best time to visit the winelands is September to April, offering warm weather and lush vineyard views. Harvest season in February and March brings a lively atmosphere with grape-picking events and festivals. Rising like ancient sentinels, the Drakensberg Mountains or Dragon Mountains captivate with towering peaks and hidden sandrock art. The Drakensberg Mountains, or Ukashlamba, meaning barrier of spears in Zulu, stretch across South Africa's eastern escarpment, forming a dramatic natural border between KwaZulu-Natal and Lesotho. These rugged peaks, carved by volcanic activity and erosion over 180 million years, rise to over 3,400 meters at their highest point at Mafadi, offering awe-inspiring vistas and a sense of wild isolation. The region is not only geologically significant but culturally rich. The San Bushmen lived here for millennia, leaving behind an extraordinary collection of rock art, some of the finest in the world, with over 35,000 images spreading across caves and shelters. The Comberg Rock Art Centre is a key site where visitors can view these ancient artworks and learn about San mythology and history. The Drakensberg region, home to the San people for thousands of years, saw the displacement of indigenous communities long before apartheid. However, during apartheid, black communities living in the foothills and valleys were forcibly removed to homelands like Kawakrwa, pardon my pronunciation here. The government also restricted access to the mountains, which were designated as conservation or white-owned farmland. The Drakensberg also served as a strategic stronghold during historical conflicts such as the Anglo-Zulu War and the Anglo-Boer War, where the mountain's natural fortifications provided cover for warriors and soldiers. It is a top hiking destination offering trails for all levels, with popular routes such as the Amphitheatre and Tugela Falls hike. They reach the top of the world's second highest waterfall, plunging 948 meters down a sheer cliff. The Cathedral Peak is a challenging climb, rewarding hikers with panoramic views. There is also the Giant's Castle, which is known for its rock art caves and scenic trails. Here you can spot rare species like the bearded vulture, lammergeier, and Cape vulture, as well as eland, mountain reedbuck, and baboons. Several lodges offer guided horseback excursions through the foothills and open grasslands. The rivers and dams in the foothills are popular for trout fishing. You can also learn about Zulu history and traditional rural life in the surrounding villages. While the Drakensberg is not a safari hub, the famed Schluchlauer Umfolozi Park Izone of the oldest game reserves in Africa, situated approximately 200 kilometers to the east. It offers Big Five game drives and is renowned for its conservation of the white rhino. Travelers can find a variety of accommodation, from rustic and cozy mountain guest houses to luxurious five-star lodges with spa facilities, gourmet dining and private guides. Many accommodations are set within nature reserves, offering views of peaks and valleys. The Sani Pass gives a thrilling 4x4 mountain pass that connects South Africa to Lesotho, climbing to over 2,800 meters. Visitors can enjoy a stop at the highest pub in Africa, on the Lesotho side. The Drakensberg Boys Choir, which is renowned globally, performs regular concerts in the Champagne Valley area. In colder months from June to August, some of the higher peaks receive snowfall, attracting visitors looking for a unique winter mountain experience in South Africa. The best time to visit is the dry season from May to September, which is ideal for hiking with clear skies and mild temperatures, while the wet season from October to April brings lush greenery and full waterfalls, though afternoon storms are common. Get ready for the ultimate safari at Kruger National Park, home to the legendary Big Five. Kruger National Park is one of the most iconic and diverse wildlife game reserves on the continent that lies in the heart of the Lowveld in Mpumalanga. Established in the year 1898 as the Sabi Game Reserve under the guidance of President Paul Kruger, it has since expanded into a massive 19,500 square kilometre of wilderness and one of the largest national parks in Africa. Beyond its rich biodiversity, Kruger is steeped in history. Archaeological sites reveal Stone Age tools and Iron Age settlements, while ancient sandrock art offers a glimpse into the deep spiritual connection early inhabitants had with this landscape. Kruger is one of the best places in the world to spot the Big Five that includes the lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo and rhino in their natural habitat. The park is also home to cheetahs, wild dogs, hippos, crocodiles, and over 500 bird species. The creation and expansion of Kruger National Park involved the displacement of indigenous communities, including the Tsonga and Shangaan people who had lived in the region for centuries. Under apartheid, these removals intensified, with communities forced off their ancestral lands to make way for conservation and tourism. Many were relocated to overcrowded homelands like Gazankulu, where they faced poverty and limited resources. The park has an extensive network of well-maintained roads, making it ideal for self-drive safaris, with detailed maps and marked wildlife sightings. Professional rangers lead sunrise and sunset drives, as well as walking safaris where guests learn about the smaller wonders of the bush, from medicinal plants to animal tracking. After dark, spot nocturnal creatures such as hyenas, genets, and owls during the night safaris. Bonus experiences includes photographic safaris with specialized guided tours accompanied by professional wildlife photographers. You can also experience the bush barays, or barbecues, where you get private dining experiences in the bush under the African night sky. Sites like Masarini Village showcase the history of Iron Age inhabitants, who lived here around 500 years ago. The park is not only about animals. Visitors are captivated by ancient baobabs, marula trees, and the distinctive glow of fever tree forests. Kruger offers a broad spectrum of stays that range from Sandpark's rest camps, which is an affordable government-run campsites, and chalets. The best time to visit is the dry season from May to September, which is prime for wildlife viewing as animals gather around water sources. However, the wet season from October to April brings lush landscapes, bird migrations, and newborn animals. Kruger has multiple entry gates, with the southern gates like the Paul Kruger Gate, Malalane Gate being the most popular due to proximity to major towns and airports like Nelspruit or Mbombela and Hoedspruit. Next, the iconic Table Mountain towering above Cape Town, offering panoramic views and rich biodiversity. Rising dramatically over the city, Table Mountain is an iconic symbol of South Africa and one of the most recognized natural landmarks in the world. With its flat-topped summit, often covered by a mystical tablecloth of clouds, Table Mountain offers unparalleled views of Cape Town, the Atlantic Ocean, and the surrounding Cape Peninsula. First discovered by European explorers in the 15th century, Portuguese navigator Antonio de Saldanha was the first to climb the mountain in the year 1503. The mountain later became a strategic lookout during the colonial era and the Anglo-Boer War, adding a rich historical layer to its natural beauty. The most popular way to reach the summit is by taking the Table Mountain Cableway, which provides stunning panoramic views during the 5-minute ride. Cape Town, including areas around Table Mountain, was heavily impacted by apartheid-era forced removals. Neighborhoods like District 6, a vibrant multicultural community, were declared white-only areas, and over 60,000 residents were forcibly removed and relocated to the Cape Flats, a barren and underdeveloped area. Similar removals occurred in other parts of the city, displacing thousands of colored, black and Indian families. There are numerous hiking routes to the top, with trails like the Platteklip Gorge, which takes about 1.5 to 2 hours to ascend, and India Fenster, a more challenging route with spectacular views. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the mountain is home to unique flora, including the famous fynbos, and endemic species like the Table Mountain ghost frog and the Victoria protea. Table Mountain is a popular spot for viewing Cape Town's legendary sunsets, with the sun casting golden hues over the city and the ocean. Nearby attractions include Cape of Good Hope. This iconic spot at the southern tip of the Cape Peninsula offers stunning ocean views and a rich maritime history. It's also great for hiking and spotting wildlife such as baboons, ostrich and springbok. There is also Robben Island, with a short ferry ride from Cape Town. Robben Island is a significant historical site where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for many years. Guided tours take visitors through the prison, offering a powerful insight into South Africa's apartheid history. While Table Mountain itself doesn't offer safari experiences, the Aquila Private Game Reserve is located about 160 kilometers from Cape Town. Here you can enjoy Big 5 safaris in a malaria-free zone, with accommodation ranging from comfortable lodges to more luxurious options. Accommodation in Cape Town ranges widely, from charming guest houses to luxurious hotels like One and Only Cape Town and the Silo Hotel. Many accommodations offer Table Mountain views, allowing guests to wake up with the mountain as their backdrop. Times to consider when visiting Cape Town, and ideal activities include the following. The summer months from November to March are the most popular for visitors, as Cape Town experiences warm, sunny weather with little to no rain and mild winds, and perfect for beach lovers. This is ideal for outdoor activities like hiking and enjoying the view from the Table Mountain Cableway. In autumn, from March to May, the weather is still pleasant, and the crowds are smaller. This is a great time to visit if you want fewer tourists, while enjoying comfortable temperatures for exploring Table Mountain, the Cape Peninsula, and other attractions. Although winter from June to August brings colder temperatures and more rainfall to Cape Town, it's also when the city is less crowded. If you're looking for quieter sightseeing and are okay with the possibility of rain, this might be the time for you. It's also the best time to spot whales along the coast. Spring from September to November is another great time to visit, with mild weather and blooming flowers around the city, creating a beautiful atmosphere for both hiking and sightseeing. It's important to note that Table Mountain can sometimes be shrouded in its famous tablecloth of clouds, particularly in the winter months from June-August, which can obscure views and prevent the cable car from operating. Finally, we soar over the lush expanse of the Blyde River Canyon. Is the second largest canyons in Africa. The Blyde River Canyon is a masterpiece, carved remarkable natural wonder, sculpted by the forces of time and nature over millions of years, and stretches across the Mpumalanga landscape like a giant's playground. The canyon stretches for 25 kilometers through the lush, subtropical landscape of Mpumalanga, offering some of South Africa's most spectacular scenery. The Blyde River Canyon area, located in Mpumalanga, was not a major site for forced removals, as it was primarily a natural and sparsely populated region. However, nearby communities, particularly black and mixed-race populations, were affected by broader apartheid policies that restricted land ownership and access to resources. Many were displaced to homelands or townships far from their ancestral lands. The highlight is the iconic three Rondavels, three massive peaks that resemble traditional African huts named after the wives of a local chief, Maripi Mashile. These formations stand proudly at the edge of the canyon, offering breathtaking views of the valley below. Historically, the canyon became a significant route for the fur trekkers during the Great Trek of the 19th century, connecting the Cape Colony with the interior. Today, the canyon is a haven for nature lovers, photographers, and adventurers alike. God's Window is one of the most popular and iconic viewpoints in the Blyde River Canyon region. God's Window is located at an altitude of around 1,400 meters above sea level. From this vantage point, visitors can see for miles across the Lowveld, a fertile plain that stretches out toward the Kruger National Park and beyond. On a clear day, you can see all the way to the Libombo Mountains, and the views extend as far as the Mozambique border in the distance. The name God's Window is fitting, as it feels like a window into paradise, with its lush valleys, towering cliffs, and rivers cutting through the landscape below. There's also the Burke's Luck Potholes, offering a series of unusual water-carved rock formations that have created deep, cylindrical pools. It's a popular spot for photography and offers walking trails to explore the site. The Panorama Route offers a scenic drive that takes in some of South Africa's most dramatic natural landscapes, including Blyde River Canyon, God's Window, and the Berlin and Lisbon Falls. Explore the stunning landscapes on foot with hiking routes that take visitors through indigenous forests, past waterfalls, and along the canyon's cliffs. Popular trails include the Wonderview Trail and the Waterfall Trail. This makes the canyon a perfect base for combining both nature and wildlife adventures. The best time to visit is the dry season from May to September for clear skies and optimal visibility. The weather is cooler and more comfortable for hiking, and you can enjoy crisp, panoramic views of the canyon and surrounding landscapes. Accommodation in the area varies from guest houses, boutique hotels, and lodges that provide scenic views and access to the nearby attractions. For those seeking more luxury, there are exclusive lodges offering private safaris, gourmet dining, and spa experiences. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through South Africa's top 10 must-see natural wonders. Whether you're planning a trip or just dreaming of these stunning landscapes, we hope this video has inspired your next adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more breathtaking travel content. Have you visited any of these places? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the world, and we'll see you in the next video.